Yo, Helix, I gotta show you a shoe I just got. I got this on sale. I went to a warehouse, but I went on the last day and I got this shoe for 50 bucks. It's a grail. For me, it's a grail. For other people, it's not a grail, but I love it. You guys wanna see it? I got this joint for 50 bucks. Right? Check it out. Okay, I stuffed it with paper because I don't want to lose the shape of it. But this is a Nike Blazer. This is literally the first basketball shoe Nike have. And I think they initially wanted to make this a shoe for the Trailblazers. That's why they call it the Blazer. But I think the person who popularized this was George German, the Iceman. So I got this for 50 bucks, man. You know, my friend actually told me about it. He was like, yo, they're having this like Nike outlet sale. You should probably check it out. And there weren't a lot of people there yet. There were just like people like gathering around. And I saw the shoe, bro. And initially, I didn't know a lot about the shoe because like I saw that it was like kind of like exposed over here with the sponge. So I was like, yo, what's up with the shoe, bro? Is it like broken or something? And then I remembered like, yo, this is the OG, bro. So there's like a holy trinity when it comes to like Nike shoes, right? It goes like Blazer, Jordan, Dunk. If you have all three of these, you complete the holy trinity. These are the three shoes that started the Nike brand. Yo, those kicks are fresh, right, Purito? I don't know if I'm even gonna wear them, bro. Yo, I'm so used to buying fake shoes that like, you know, me buying a real one was like, it's a real big deal, bro. I got like a $20 like Air Chinas, which I got a refund for because they're so bad. You like that OG Nike logo? Yo, I gotta show you the box, bro. So there were like a lot of boxes and they were mostly crushed. And I fished through all the crushed boxes to find a pristine one, right? I had to take out like a pair of 12s or something out of the box and I got this box. The shopkeeper guy was like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, watch me, right? Watch me. OG shit. This is how like Nike like packaging used to be back in the day, right? Sick, right? And they were like, write like a message over here. Nike sports shoes are manufactured to the exact specifications of champion athletes. Like just those little stuff like that. I like that, bro. I don't know, bro. I think like the Blazers, the Nike Blazers are really like slept on. People are always hunting for Jordans. And I totally understand that. But like, I appreciate everything that has history in it. Boomboxes, what do you think about Converse sneakers? Converse sneakers are great. They definitely have a history in footwear. And Converse sneakers were the original shoe for the NBA. Like think about like Magic and Bird. They have their signature shoe with Converse. So Converse is tight. And if I'm not mistaken, Nike actually owns Converse. You guys wouldn't know that if they, you know, you are not sneakerheads, but they kind of left Converse their own department to figure it out. Sometimes if you're really like attentive, you can kind of see like crossovers. You can kind of see like Nike influences on Converse shoes. Purito says, I need to get me some new shoes, maybe some DCs. Yo, DC is really old school. Do they still sell that? I remember having a pair of DCs when I was a kid and they were like so bulky. And back in the day, I didn't even know that DC shoes were meant for skating. Corey says, I like that Nike's a Greek god. Hell yeah. Nike is a name of the Greek goddess of victory. It's kind of crazy, right? Because like the whole branding for Nike came from like, you know, a few people, an employee in the like, you know, the company. Like before they were Nike, they were Blue Ribbon Sports. You know, like Nike actually started from Onitsuka Tiger. Did you guys know that? There's a brand, there's a Japanese shoe brand called Onitsuka Tiger. You know, there's this guy, his name is Phil Knight. He really loved the shoes from Japan because he kind of views like Japan as the future, right? Because Japan at that point of time was designing cameras that were more higher in quality and production than Germany. So before Japan came to the picture, Germany was like the end all be all for cameras. Japan came through and they were like, yo, we're gonna make that shit better, cheaper, and we're gonna pass the savings on to customers. And they always have like that kind of mentality when it comes to shoes, when it comes to bags, when it comes to all those kind of things. So Nike actually started from Onitsuka Tiger. Phil Knight was a student and he enjoys running, and he went to Japan to talk to the president of like Onitsuka Tiger, and he told them like, hey, I am a distributor and I can bring your shoes to America, right? And that was a downright lie. He didn't have a company, and on the spot he had to come up with a name for his company, so he called it Blue Blue Ribbon Sports. And he partnered up with his lecturer. I can't remember the lecturer's name again, but they both started selling Onitsuka Tiger shoes out of the back of their car. They would go to track meets and people will love their shoes so much that they would be buying them like crazy. They had like to sell so many Onitsuka Tigers that they couldn't keep up with the demand. I think his partner, Phil Knight's partner, his name is Bill Bowerman, and he was also a genius. I would say he's, you know, what really like propelled Nike forward, because he sent a lot of design notes back to Onitsuka Tiger. He told them like, hey man, you guys can make your shoes lighter. You guys can make your shoes more comfortable. You can make it, you got to improve the stitching in this area. Nike and Onitsuka Tiger came up with a design that today is known as the Nike Cortez. And the reason why they call it the Nike Cortez was because this shoe was featured in the Mexico Olympics, you know, and they had like a gold medalist wore the shoe on the podium. And so when they realized that, you know, they are not just a distribution company anymore, Nike decided to split ways with Onitsuka Tiger, and they both hold like, you know, similar looking shoes, right? So that's why like sometimes if you go to Onitsuka Tiger store, you see a shoe, you're like, hey, isn't that like Nike shoe? They both came up with the design together. So I would like to believe that they split amicably, like they're still friends, you know, and they changed the name from Blue Ribbon Sports to Nike. They commissioned a fresh graduate out of a university to design the swoosh. And this Nike swoosh design cost $30 to design. And you guys can already know, like the company, Nike, is worth billions. So that's the origin story to Nike, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little rant, bro. I'm really into stuff when it comes to history, right? Like whether it's if it's like, you know, Nike shoes or whether it's like World War II. I'm a really big history buff when it comes to the PlayStation. Like I can tell you exactly how it began, right? And how things were designed, why things are a specific way. I love things that have history. To anyone in chat, if I miss out, you know, what you're saying, if I miss out anyone in chat, you know, you can copy paste your message. Lost says, by the way, are you planning on playing The Last of Us Part 2? I think I eventually will, but I'm not gonna buy that game day one. You know how I do, right? Like I even got the shoe on like sale. Like this shoe was $50. Like I only get stuff on discount because like I'm trying to save up money for the future. Yeah, I was just rambling about a shoe I just got from like a Nike outlet store. This shit is tight. Look at that, man. You know what is kind of strange about the shoe? Eventually, when nobody was buying the shoe anymore, this shoe was kept alive by skaters. And it's kind of like interesting because I don't know if this part of the shoe was like always there. Like if you look at this part of the shoe, this suede over here, the reason why a lot of like skater shoes have suede on them is because when you do an ollie, you scrape your shoes towards the side of it. I ollie on my skateboard. I'm like a bargain hunter, so I go all over the place like looking for bargains. Like I try not to like buy shoes when they're like brand new, like they just dropped the Jordan ones. Nah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go to the outlet, the you know, warehouses where they're like selling that shit for 50% off. Yo, you guys, like I'm not just about like trying to entertain you guys, right? Like I try to like educate y'all about stuff that you don't care about, because like I care about a lot of things, and I think like my OCD nature allows me to study them better. So if you guys didn't know, I recently got a cat. I'm not only entertaining you guys, I know how to entertain my cat, right? Look at this. Look at this, bang. I'm a ninja. Yo, I gotta show this, man. Like, Helix, I got a new patented way to tie my shoelace that I came up with, right? I'm sure like people probably like thought about this before, but I think I perfected it. Look at the way I tie my shoelace, right? You see this? You see how perfect it is? And the way I tied it is like completely like straight from the front and the sides. And if you want to like undo your shoelace, you just pull this, right? Just pull it. Your shoelace gets undone. And it's tied in such a way that whenever I wear my shoes, I don't have to like tie my shoelace over and over. So essentially what I did was I made my shoe into a slip-on. Yo, my way of tying is the hallmark of OCD. Look at that, right? Oh man, the smell of like synthetic leather is the best shit ever, son.